Alright, so this is the second unboxing video that I have had to post this week. If you remember that Sunday I got the debut album of The Doors, which is this album right here. If you remember that video. But if you don't remember, I tried to basically spend 20 minutes basically asking how can that happen with vinyl. And that video can also be called me just asking how can that happen with vinyl for 20 straight minutes while doing an unboxing video of The Doors. You can basically call it that as well. Which I'll actually have to update the video description to basically include that. But got a new record today. On Walmart is the Beach Boys Sounds of Summer. It cost me $20.97 now. Not that you have to pay for everything else, but I actually paid for this myself. I actually paid for this myself, with my own money. Especially I had actually had some cash on me. I have my own wallet, but I'm not gonna give you my wallet. Just in case anybody tries to copy it. But so to do this unboxing of the Beach Boys. Sounds of Summer. I just only has 12 songs, so I know it's actually have like another Beach Boys album, but it's on CD, which I'm gonna get coming with no choice. You basically have no choice in that. Endless Summer, which this one actually has 21 songs, interestingly. But it doesn't have Wouldn't It Be Nice on it, which is interesting. But it just says up to 1964, really. And I believe some of this is late from 1965. But, hello, pig. Hello. And I don't believe, and I don't think that any song off of Pet Sounds is on Endless Summer. But this album, Endless Summer, this one actually has 4 songs from what is it from that album? From Pet Sounds, the Vibrations, God only knows, Slope Zombie, and Wouldn't It Be Nice? Alright, so got it off. And that's I did this part out. Oh, that has like a little information about this. So, this is another. I believe who wrote it. And here we have one. Out comes the record. And it's colored. It's colored vinyl this time. A lot of my records actually are like a black vinyl. But this one is actually colored vinyl, which is interesting. I have another colored vinyl record. It's Queen's Greatest Hits. And I have to get both of them out because there's two colored vinyls. This is a 2 LP set of Queen's Greatest Hits. This is side 1, this is side 2, this is side 1. And this is actually on Capitol. Because as you can tell by the rainbow label, I actually have some in Capitol, like if you remember the Beatles, like Meet the Beatles, Beatles 65, and the early Beatles, Yesterday. And this is side B. And I actually had this is side 3, and this is side 4. This one actually has an additional one compared to the other 3 sides. That's because this one's actually based off of the UK version of it, which actually does have the 17 songs on it. It's I wonder if its US counterpart is still around. And by the US counterpart, I mean like the 1981 14 tracks on a track version, which I don't believe that's available anymore. I haven't checked the Discord for Queen's Greatest. I haven't actually checked that on Discord yet to see if it's still available. If a US counterpart does exist, and if it does exist, still we'll see. This is actually, I believe, sand vinyl. This is actually tan, but I believe this is just made to emulate sand, on the beach. Hence the title of the band, The Beach Boys. I'm basically just trying to keep this a shorter video, because last time it just went for me just talking and just asking, how can that happen? It's been me asking, how can that happen with vinyl? No. So yes. And I also have, I also forgot to mention this earlier, but this is on a Capitol. I also have another Capitol album, Magical Mystery Tour. Now this one is on Capitol. Here it is. But this is actually like a different shade of vinyl. But not a vinyl, but the rainbow label. And mainly because I believe this one was put out in 2012. And I believe Sounds of Summer, the very best of the Beach Boys, came out just recent. And as in like the last year. And Never to Be Forgotten are Carl and Dennis Wilson. And that actually needs to be updated now because Brian Wilson is now gone. And I believe he passed right before this actually came out. Actually, the the I don't know what when Brian Wilson passed away. But I believe he passed before the Sounds of Summer, the very best of the Beach Boys, this version of Sounds of Summer came out. I believe he passed right before this. Or he might have been, or he might have passed after the Sounds of Summer came out of the Beach Boys, so that's why maybe Brian actually, or maybe Brian Wilson actually did pass just after her Sounds of Summer came out. And so that's why it actually does not have him Never to Be Forgotten, the Never to Be Forgotten part. So, yes, this has just been me just rambling on for 12 minutes. So I will see you all later. Goodbye, everybody. See you in the next video.